I've been a successful farmer and a cattleman my whole life. But after World War I, misfortune hit. I lost $10,000 in a cattle shipment. I start out a Russian and German immigrant who came to Russell back in the prairie days. I make my way over to a Nazi soldier in a prisoner of war camp, and I end up a veteran at a Bob Dole campaign rally. So I cover my bases.
Anthony and I married in 1918. He was the youngest of 6 and stayed home from the First World War to take care of the farm and his parents. We play several characters throughout the history of Russell County. So not really one specific character. We start at the beginning of Russell County being settled in the 1800s all the way up to pretty much present day.
On April 16th, 1936, the cable tool bit strikes oil at 2,500 feet in the Tarkio sands. The crew shoots out of the ground and over the derrick.
So the name for all the characters that I play is Anthony. And he starts off as a colonial settler with the Ripon Colony from Wisconsin. Then he is a 5-year-old crossing the Atlantic, a German immigrant, an oil tycoon, another 4-year-old. I play all the kids. A volunteer at the Dream Theater, a father of a prisoner of war in World War II, a sports fanatic, and Bob Dole for a hot second. I play Bob Dole for a hot second.
I got roped into the oil fields by both Steens in the 20s. I play George, who is a big culmination of a bunch of different characters throughout Russell history. We all start as pioneers who are just coming in and settling the town at the very beginning of our history. And then we go into the oil fields, and then I play a prisoner of war during World War II, and then we go into the 50s where Russell was booming, especially as a big oil town, and then closer into more present day stuff.
Me again as George, and everybody likes him.
There's a lot of funny, interesting remarks about Russell in general that I never knew about, and so I'm learning lots of Russell history while doing the show.
I heard they imported a crystal chandelier all the way from Czechoslovakia for the dining room.
In the script, it's described as a dramatic yarn of Russell history, to where it doesn't necessarily have one set plot, but listening to like the people who do live in Russell and like getting to know all these different stories that came from like hours of interviews and just like historical documents and searching stuff like that, it very much took on the vibe of, oh, like grandma and grandpa and like all the aunts and uncles and cousins, we're all sitting in a room. It's like family reunion and everybody's reminiscing. Or like when you're passing around pictures and it's like, oh, do you remember when that thing happened? Oh, wow, yeah, I was here when that. And just, yeah, it just had like families sitting in the living room, just like telling stories kind of vibe to it. So that really helped me connect to it and connect to all the actors here.